Alright, we're back. Mike, Cernovich, Danger, and Play. Gorilla Mindset. Wow, my hair's looking a little fluffy. Should have put the product in the hair. I don't have the hair product in. Next time I'll have to put. I think I used palm, some kind of palm. Otherwise, it's just a little fluffy. All right, let's talk about the debate tonight. Let's get some people flying in. How you guys doing? Let's get some people going in. The media's already mad at me. Media's called me a rape apologist again today. You know, it's so interesting. So, okay, here's why the media is fired up. As many of you know, I have a great book, Gorilla Mindset, best mindset book ever written, a book on emotional control. Well, General Flynn endorsed my book last night on Twitter. I didn't ask him. I didn't see it coming. It was an honor for such an esteemed general to say. He said, follow Cernovich, Gorilla Mindset is a great book. So Major Flynn did that. Or General Flynn did, pardon me. So that was major for me. And so I'm very humbled that General Flynn endorsed me. But I knew right away, oh God, you know, I know what I'm going to wake up to. And apparently Donald Trump Jr. retweeted General Flynn's endorsement of Gorilla Mindset. So I was like, all right, I already know what's going to happen. You know, sure enough, I wake up and I have friends messaging me, hey Mike, you know, they're calling you a rapist again. Media Matters, George Soros' website, BuzzFeed blogger. So they're all, you know, mad that I'm a successful writer and they aren't. So the media wants to attack me again today, but you know what? I have like a playbook. I'm so used to the media attacking me now that it doesn't even interest me anymore. One, because the publicity doesn't do anything for my brand, because they've all already attacked me. Carlos Slim's blog, Jeff Bezos' blog, George Soros' blog, all the big sites have gone after me. So it doesn't really, thanks Noosh. So it doesn't really do anything for me. You know, like I've done it, and so we got to focus on the debate tonight. So let's talk about the debate, our strategy. First of all, everybody, if you're not already, is everybody following MAGA 3X, okay? So we're in a world of hurt. We're in a world of hurt, I say that, but we're also in a great world, and here's why. All right, this is Gorilla Mindset Tactics in Action. We're in a world of hurt because the GOP, remember when I told people on Twitter last week, I said, the GOP is intentionally sabotaging Trump. Man, I'm losing my voice. I'm literally giving you my voice. Wow. Remember when I said the GOP is sabotaging Trump? People argued with me. People argued, no, Mike, you're wrong. Just like we're at the point now where just don't argue with me. Okay, I don't care what an opinion is. Everything that I say is based on inside information, data, facts. It isn't my opinion. I don't just think, oh, I think that the GOP is sabotaging him. No, I have people at the offices saying they are deliberately sabotaging us. Here's how, and then I explain it. So I'm not really interested in a debate society. I'm interested in intel, usable intel. If you have intel, then share it with me. But I don't need, you know, I've proven now that I'm always right because I only have reliable sources. So the story came out yesterday in The Hill that the GOP had said stop all campaigning for Trump. So it's confirmed now, right? The mainstream media has confirmed what I've been telling you. So that's why we're in a bad place. But here's why we're in a good place. There's now a vacuum. There's a vacuum, and we can fill it. That's why I've been planning the MAGA 3X project. MAGA 3X. Post the hashtag 3 times, register 3 people to vote, take 3 people with you to the polls. MAGA 3X. So, look, in life things are going to happen that you don't like. And right now, I don't like what's happening with the GOP. But what else is good news? Well, all the GOP people who are going after Trump, they're now on a list for primary challengers. So in 2018, we're going to get rid of the cucks. Operation Purge Cuck. So we have two exciting things coming out in 2018. Right now we're in the process of Operation Purge Cuck, which we have been doing a great job on. If you notice now when the little cucks from those, the National Review and those sites, they go at me, they get like 4 retweets. You know, I have all the juice now, they don't have any juice. People, because I told people for years, I go, look, trust me, everybody reads me. People go, Mike, you're full of shit, you know. And I said, no, like, trust me, everybody reads me, but they can't say it publicly because then you just get attacked. Well, the same is true, right? It's just proven. General Flynn endorsed Guerrilla Mindset, which whatever you think of me, and any off-color remarks I may have made in a joking manner or in a satirical manner, whatever you say. So hate the man, but what's that got to do with the book? But that isn't how gossip girls at, you know, the media sees it, the little gossip people. So people, if people endorse me, if everybody who read me came public, well, if everybody simultaneously who reads me came public, then we would destroy the media. But we're not there yet, but we are getting there. All right, so what's our plan for tonight? 2-prong attack. By the way, we are being watched by sick Hillary Clinton shills. Sick Hillary trolls are in everything we do. But they're, that's just what we got to get used to, okay? So we have 2 plans tonight. 2 teams. Pick which team you want to be on. 1 team. Oh, and by the way, I ran a Patreon. My Patreon's done well. So I have money now to hire people to do great things. So we have a budget. So if you're a talented graphic designer, I'm going to be in a position now to just start throwing people money here and there for memes. You know, not big bloated salaries because I run a lean operation, but it's good now. We got a nice little slush fund we're raising. My Patreon is done well. I already did like $2,000 a month. That's just what is showing up, but a bunch more has come in behind the scenes, so it's good. So we got a little bit of cash going on. I'm going to figure out how to pay people. You know, I got to figure out all the logistics of that. So we definitely want to, you know, I want to get money back in the community. All the Patreon money that I get coming in, all the money for the journalism, like this Periscope right now, I figure I'll sell more books through this Periscope. That's my compensation. If I break a big news story, I'll sell more books. That's my compensation. So I'm all about just getting that money thrown out into the economy, into our economy, as quick as I can. So as quick as I can get money out to us, the better. And that's why this GOP betraying Trump is a huge opportunity for us. So people would say, well, how is it a huge opportunity? Well, one, we're better than the GOP. They're not doing anything good. They're incompetent. They've been sabotaging him. But they're getting paid $50 million a month to suck. So the GOP is getting paid $50 million a month to suck. Right? Well, give me $5 million a month, and I'll do more than they could do with $500 million. See? So that's the idea. We got to just realize, like, who's good and who isn't. All right, I'm good. The people who watch my Periscopes, the people on Twitter, we are good. We're talented. This is where the action is. Great. Just write me a big check. Give Big Daddy a big check. I'm not going to keep any of it for myself. I'll assemble a team. I've hired a right-hand person to help me organize this stuff. And then we'll get impact. So if the GOP doesn't want to do the right thing for Trump and they want to sabotage him, that's fine. Now we can see who's really good. Now we can see who the real thugs are, the real G's are, the real soldiers are. And they're right here. All right, so for tonight we need 2 teams. Pick a team, your choice. I don't know how to pay you yet. When I can figure out how to pay people, I will, but I don't really know how to do it. Maybe we'll have like a Amazon gift card prize or something. I don't know. You guys, this is always a two-way conversation. As you can see, I'm just a madman in an Under Armour shirt, and I need to put a little gel in my hair. I don't have a recording studio. You know, I'm not putting on hair and makeup before I come on. I'm just a madman, you know, raising hell because this is my passion, and I love it, and I love to fight. So you guys, you know, that's why I love it when you guys tell me when I'm full of shit. I don't love it when you guys argue with me about my stories and you tell me my stories aren't true, because that's just an opinion. And an opinion can never overcome a fact. My facts and my judgments, right, So if you just have an opinion, you can't tell me my stories are wrong, because that's just your opinion, man. But for stuff like this, it's all opinion. Because right now we're just trying to have ideas, and we don't have data saying which is the best idea. So I can't say this is the best way to do it, the end. Because I don't know, I've never done it, right? I live in the world of reality where I try things, I experiment. If they work, then that's what we do. If they don't work, there's no ego involved. I just toss it aside right away. So that's why you guys throw me out ideas, you know. Would it be cool, you know, would it be cool if we had like an Amazon, like a gift card giveaway or something? I could do like a $250 gift card or something, and whoever gets the most retweets. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you guys think, you know. Because I don't want you to ever feel like I view you as my employees, or, you know, that you're working for me. I view it as you're working to save America. I read some great literature last night from one of Vietnam's generals, and of course I already have people hating on me, saying, "Oh my God, you're reading the leadership book by a Viet Cong general." Well, yeah, of course, because Vietnam won the war. So why wouldn't I read for inspiration the writings of winning generals? But that just goes to show you, people really will hate on me about anything. And largely that's because they're losers. But the issue is when it becomes a distraction, and they lie about people, and they hurt people. All right, so here's I linked these articles out, okay? There's some good lines here. This is the general, this is the leading general during the Vietnam War. In Vietnam, you'll remember, the Vietnamese lost every major strategic engagement, every battle, but they won the war. Why did they win the war? Okay, here's why. The General Yap won the war despite losing many battles, as long as the army survived to fight another day. The idea of Vietnam lived in the hearts of the people who would support it, and that is the essence of Revolutionary War. So let me read that again. The idea of Vietnam lived in the hearts of the people who would support it, and that is the essence of the Revolutionary War. Okay, a lot of people think that this is an election for Trump. That's what a lot of people think. We are in a revolutionary war, in my opinion. That's why I call our election in 2018, our efforts, Rev 18, Revolution 2018. I'm fighting a revolutionary war every day of my life. That's how I train. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I read Guerrilla Mindset. That's why I meditate. That's why I'm focusing on you, talking to you. I think that we're all guerrilla warfare, guerrilla soldiers, information soldiers. And the fight doesn't end November 8th. President Trump on November 9th, that just means the media hoaxes are going to be even more vicious, more ruthless, right? The fight November 9th, regardless, we have to show up. November 9th, if Sick Hillary somehow stole the election from Trump, you're not going to see me on November 9th crying. You're not going to have a very somber, what do we do now, Mike Cernovich, Periscope. This is a revolutionary war. That's just another battle. That's just another, November 8th is just another battle. November 9th, I wake up and I'm still part of the war. And that's just the mindset I need everybody else here to have. And the GOP has done a terrible job because they're not fighting a war. And now you're realizing it, that congratulations, you registered 5 voters for Trump. Thank you. So what people got to realize is that the GOP doesn't want the revolutionary soldiers. Think about it. If I had been in charge of voter outreach at the GOP, how many millions of new voters do you think I'd have had registered? I'll ask it again. If I were in charge of voter outreach at the GOP and I had a $50 million a month budget, how many new voters do you think I would have registered this election? You know? At least 10 million. At least 10 million. Maybe 25 million. It'd be at least 10 million. Because I view it as I'm just fighting a war. And that's why I finally am doing Patreon. I'm finally raising money from people. People have asked me all year, very rich people, very powerful people behind the scenes have always said, hey, you know, do you need money? And I'm like, well, no, I don't need money. I just live a good life already. Because I'm not trying to get rich off this like so many other people. But I realize, like, we need resources, okay? We need voter outreach people. We need phone banks. We need people on the phone. We need bodies. We need to pay for that, you know? So if I'd had the budget that the GOP had, Trump would be 10 points ahead. The voter outreach drive would have been like nothing ever seen. And, you know, I've still fought this like a guerrilla warfare kind of mindset where just little skirmishes here, destroying the news cycle, controlling the news cycle, forcing the hoaxy media to cover our stories. And we've done all that as guerrilla soldiers, but eventually we do need to professionalize the Army and make the Army bigger. So as part of Revolutionary War, it still has to go November 9th. A lot of people, you know, are going to try to hang it up, but not me, because we're needed either way. We are needed either way. So what's our plan for tonight? All right, our plan for tonight. By the way, another quote. However great the economic potential of your adversary, it will never be great enough to defeat a people united for fundamental rights. Let me read that again. However great the economic potential of your adversary, it will never be great enough to defeat a people united for their fundamental rights. That's the same general who won the Vietnam War. That's the problem. That's why they want to divide us. That's why they write hater articles on me. Think about how much mainstream media hate that I've got, hoaxy media hate I've got, because they want to drive a wedge between all of us. And that's because they recognize my power more important than your power. Because I'm just one man and you are hundreds of thousands. I would say now within our circle of influence, there are 500,000 people. Based on all my best estimations, I would say there are 500,000. And that's just me. That's just you, us, between who I know, between who you know, between the work we do. They're like 500,000 of us. That's a lot of people. That's why we can trend hashtags and everything. But there are 40%, at least 40% of America thinks like we think. At least 40%, maybe 60%. So here's something I wrote last night. I wrote this because I was at a baby shower and one of Shauna's relatives was there. The relative goes, you know, I couldn't believe it. I would talk to people and they'd like heard about you, but nobody wanted to say anything because everybody's kind of afraid and everybody feels isolated. So let's just think, right? You got to look at the world rationally, which is what I do. We are at least 40% of the country. We might make up as much as 60%. The hoaxing media for years has run a psyop on the American people, making everyone who supports putting America first feel isolated alone. Before this election, that's what I wrote, but now I ask you. Before this election, did you feel isolated? Did you feel like, well, not that many people think like I do? Yes or no? Go ahead and, you know, post your comment while I take a drink of coffee. So yeah, before this election, you thought, man, nobody really cares about America anymore. I felt that way. You know, confession time, raise your hand. I felt like nobody cared about America as much as I did. And that's why I was never involved in politics. I just said, nobody cares. Nobody thinks like I do. What is the point of even bothering? I felt like it was a waste of time, to be honest. Why would I be involved politically when nobody else cares what happens to America? When they want America to fall just like Europe has fallen. So I was completely checked out, but then I realized that was a propaganda psychological operation run by the media, and to make you feel isolated and alone. Because if you just watch hoaxing media, you think, wow, nobody thinks like I do, or the one person they put on is always like a total crank. They don't have articulate people like me on TV to make the case for America. They don't debate me. You've seen me challenge people, throwing outrageous amounts of money to challenge people. They won't debate me for money for charity. Well, that is just a psychological operation to make us feel like, hey, yeah, there's nobody like us. You know, we're isolated, but now we know we're not. So we are at least 40% of the country. When you look at the rigged polls, what they do is they oversample Obama voters, and then they say, They basically ask 100% of Obama voters, who you to vote for, Trump or Hillary. And then they say, oh, Hillary does. And they go, yeah, the latest poll shows Hillary is ahead. Well, yeah, because you polled Obama voters. You didn't poll everybody. You didn't poll all of America. So I would say that we are at least 40% of the country, but we might be 55% of the country. So we're half the country, but we're at least 40%. At least 40%, maybe 55%. But if you watch the news, you don't feel that way. You feel isolated and alone. Now remember that the psyops are going to become intensified. I know what the media has on Trump, and it looks bad out of context. He was just kind of playing like a pro wrestling role, playing up a character. So they're going to drop this stuff to time it with the WikiLeaks. As you know, the Podesta emails, that was a major story. Wall Street and Hillary are in bed together. The Wall Street speeches have finally been found. But people didn't talk about that. They talked about Trump's comments 11 years ago in a bus with a frat boy. So the attacks are going to intensify. And you got to be prepared for that, and you got to realize why they're doing it. They don't want you to realize that we are the majority. They want you to think you're isolated, alone, and they want you to quit, and they want you to stay home. They want you to quit, and they want you to stay home. Whereas I want you more active, engaged. I want you, doing as much as you can do within the limits of what you have. Right? Within the limits of what you have. So what can you do? MAGA 3X. Okay, here's what we're going to do tonight. We haven't thought up the hashtags yet, but we're going to have 2 hashtags. We're going to have 2 teams. So you decide right now which team you want to be on. Team 1, quote out during the debate, watch the debate, quote out like the good Trump tweets, the Trump one-liners, the Trump zingers. Quote those out, post them in the hashtag, and then we'll work to push those out. Team 2, and I'll probably do in Team 2. So I'll probably be the lead on Team 2, fact-checking Sick Hillary during the debate. So we want to do a live, real-time fact-check on Twitter during the debate. Hey, Dante, how you doing, big guy? Hey, you want to say hi to the people? Come on. Come on up here. Come on. All right, so Team 2, me and General Dante. Me and General Dante. Hey, good to see you. How you doing, huh? We're going to do fact-checking. We'll be doing psyops on the media. We'll be going against the media hoaxes. So you guys decide amongst yourselves what team you want to be on. Team 1. Team 1 is, again, finding good quotes from Trump and tweeting those out. That's Team 1. Team 2 is fact-checking Sick Hillary, fact-checking the hoaxing debate moderators, and then we'll think of some hashtags. All right, so what are some good hashtags we could use tonight? So think about, just right now for a minute, what hashtags do you want to use for Team 1? Team 1 is quoting out Trump tweets, right? Hey! No, they're fine. He can be out. No, they're all used to the dogs. No, they know. The dogs are part of the local color. So the dogs are playing. Yeah, so post your hashtag ideas. Let me know. Team 1, quoting out Trump tweets. Team 2, fact-checking the media. Fact-checking Sick Hillary. Fact-checking in real time and pushing those tweets out. So for Team 1, for Trump quotes, what do you think about Trump the debate? What do you think about that for Team 1? Team 1 could be hashtag Trump the debate. Let me know what you think about that. We're not using Big League Truth Team or whatever. That didn't come from me, obviously. I didn't set up the Big League Truth Team. I would have set up a better hashtag. All right, so what do you think about Trump the debate? If you don't like it, you're not going to hurt my feelings because remember what I said earlier in the Periscope. Don't argue with me when I'm basing my opinion on facts, but if I'm just throwing out ideas, argue with me to your heart's content. Won't bother me at all. Because I only care about what works and what is truth and what wins. I don't care about who came up with the idea. There's no ego in it. I'm not like, oh my God, this is my hashtag you have to use. I don't care. That's all Bush League stuff. You don't win a war. You don't win a war with your fragile little ego. So remember, we got two teams. Put your idea out there. Team 1, Trump tweets. Quoting out Trump, good quotes from Trump. Team 2, that's going to be my team. Fact-checking Sick Hillary, fact-checking the hoaxing media. We also, for tonight, what we want to have in our arsenal are memes and stories of past media hoaxes. Because we're going to do a full attack on the media tonight. And I know, Hillary, I know that your people are watching me now. And I don't care that's how much confidence I have. I can tell you where we're going to meet on the battlefield. And we'll still win. So watch it. Try to come after me. Won't bother me. We'll have fun. We'll have fun tonight. We'll see. I'll bring 3 times the people you'll bring. All right, so keep going with your hashtag ideas. Yeah, the hashtag, it needs to be a shortish hashtag because the characters. Hey, all right, you're being a little loud, Julius. You're being a little loud. So because of the Twitter 140 character limits, we don't want a really long one. Here's Julius, by the way, America's puppy. What are you doing? How you doing? So Julius and Dante are playing. What do you think? Yeah, so they need to be shorter hashtags. So Team 2 is Trump Truth. I like that. Okay, so for Team 2, my team, fact-checking, I think we're going to go with Trump Truth. I think. But I don't know. Maybe we want to go on the offensive and maybe want to attack Sick Hillary. So maybe we'll think about this more. Maybe we'll meet in another Periscope tonight to finalize it. But maybe we want a more aggressive... Okay, maybe we'll call... I don't know, maybe we'll call it Hillary's Hoaxes. Maybe that'll be my team. Maybe Hillary's Hoaxes. I don't know. What do you think about that for Team 2? Remember, Team 1, you're quoting out positive Trump stuff, quotes that he has said. Team 2 would be my team, exposing hoaxes, and I'm thinking Hillary's Hoaxes would be the hashtag for me. So tentatively, I'm going with Hillary's Hoaxes, HILLARYS hoaxes, and that's going to be mine. And that's where we're going to fact check the hoaxing media. We're going to fact check Hillary in real time. Hillary's Hoaxes, and Team 1 then, okay, so we got Team 2 is Hillary's Hoaxes. That'll be mine. Team 1, hey. Team 1 is going to be up to you guys. What do you guys want for Team 1 now? So we have Team 2 down. What do you want to do for Team 1? For Trump? Trump Truth? What do you think? Trump Truth? Okay, do you want it Trump Truth singular or Trump Truth? Or Trump Truths? Singular or plural? You guys talk to me. I like Trump Truth and Hillary's Hoaxes. So Trump Truths. Okay. All right, Team 1 then is going to be Trump Truths. And on Team 1, you're going to post things that Trump has said during the debate, quotes, like get the good quotes out. Post it to Trump Truth, and those will be the hashtags that my team will be monitoring. So Team 1, just to be clear, Team 1, Trump Truth. Trump Truths with an S. Make sure you get these right. Make sure you get them right down. So people type this out right now. Trump Truths. So TRUMP TRUTHS. Trump Truths, okay? We got to type them right because if you even leave the S off, then it won't show up on our hashtag. And Twitter will even auto-correct it. What Twitter will do is, Twitter will auto-correct it to make you have a typo, because they don't like our hashtags. They do so well. All right, so Team 1, Trump truce. Team 2, Hillary's hoaxes. Hillarys, hoaxes. Hoaxes. So Team 1, Trump truce. Team 2, Hillary's hoaxes. We're having okay, there's some debate right now. Just type yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Should it be Trump truth or Trump truce? Okay? Yes on truth, no on truth, right? Because some people want the yes, some people don't want the yes. I like to do a 2/3 vote. It should just be truth. Okay. Team 1 then. Okay. Trump truth. Got that? Trump truth. No S. Okay? There we go. We got 2/3. I go for, we're semi-democratic here, but I want a super majority, 2/3 of people, because if you don't like the hashtag, you won't post to it. I can't make anybody post to a hashtag, so I have to get you all on board. All right. Team 1, Trump truth, without an S. No S, singular. Trump truth. That is Team 1. Team 1. That's final. It's official. That is official. That's like 3/4 now. 3/4 of people want that. So that, in life you learn that's not the hill to die on. What a lot of people in management, leadership positions do is, and in your own relationships, you argue over things that don't matter. Focus on the outcome. The outcome is, I want a lot of people posting on the hashtag, and if you don't like the hashtag, you're not going to post to it. So why argue? Why argue about it? Trump truth. Singular. Coffin Cernovich at it again. How much longer until Coffin Cernovich joins sick Hillary at the hospital? Who knows? I'm losing my voice for all of you. All right. Trump truth, Team 1. By the way, are you all following MAGA3X? I'm going to see how many followers MAGA3X has. All right. Let's go. MAGA3X is... Yeah, and correct the record. They're going to be out tonight, etc. All right, so MAGA3X is almost 3,000 followers, so that's good. All right, so Team 1 is Trump truth. So Team 1 is Trump truth. Team 2 is Hillary's hoaxes. No, Hillary's hoax doesn't sound good. Hillary's hoax just doesn't sound good on the ear. Remember that when people... Here's a persuasion tip. Persuasion tip. When people read, they sub-vocalize, and by that I mean you don't just read words. When you read words, you often hear the words in your own head. So whenever, as a writer, you write something out, you want to say it out loud and find out how that sounds. Hillary's hoax, well, that doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound right. Hoaxes sound better. It sounds more nefarious. It sounds like they're more, rather than just one hoax, So you always want to say your stuff out loud because that's the process of sub-vocalization. Is okay, they hear it in their head. Hillary's hoaxes just sounds better. Now, some people like hoaxing Hillary, Some people, and that's fine. People can like what they like. But Hillary's hoaxes are good. I mean, Hillary's hoaxers could be good too, but that would be too complicated. Too many. See, the thing with our hashtags is Twitter plays with them, so I try to make it so that they're kind of typo-proof, because Twitter's going to auto-correct them and add typos. That way they don't trend. But Clinton lies, okay. Clinton lies just seems like a little basic. I I like my hashtags to be a little punchier. And if you just say Hillary lies, then I don't feel like that is... It just doesn't have the punch. Hillary lies. Lies about what? Hoaxes has like a real punch. A hoax is just saying you are making this up and spreading it through the media, and it has more of an impact than lies does. So you always want to use a word that has the most impact. And what we want to do now is start assembling quotes from the Wall Street thing. So we know that Hillary wants open borders because she said that she wanted it in her speeches. We know that Hillary doesn't want to regulate Wall Street. And we know that Hillary has what? She's covered up rapes. Yeah, so we know that Hillary's a rape cover-up. So there's a lot to hit him with. We could also hit him with Bill Clinton as a rapist. We can do more. I'm not going to give every hashtag out right now. I'm not going to give out every hashtag right now, but Clinton cover-up is all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in love with the word hoaxes, but what I found through my own data is that, so remember too, a lot of things that I do is informed by data. If I tweet out Hillary lies or Hillary hoaxes, hoax is a more powerful word that gets more retweets and more views. So hoax is a higher impact. You remember, every word has to have impact in Twitter, not persuasion. So hoax is a more powerful word. It has more impact. Lie isn't an impactful word. You want a fresh word. You always want to be fresh. You don't want to be cliche. And right now, hoax is a higher. So this is all persuasion. This is how you want to think about your own life too, when you frame things with people, right? So you want to say hoax, not lie. You don't say the media made it up. The media hoaxed. The media is hoaxing people. That has so much more power than any other word. So you want to find powerful words, high impact words. And we can have an anti-Bill Clinton hashtag. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. So I gotta preserve my voice. I'm losing my voice. We got our little surprise going on too tonight. So you'll hear more about that later. All right, Team 1, Trump Truth, singular. TRUMP, TRUTH. Team 2, Hillary's hoaxes. HILARYS. HOA. XCS. But you know what? We still have a couple hours to refine this, so we can talk about this more later today. All right? We'll talk about this more later today. But Team 1, Trump Truth. Team 2, Hillary's hoaxes is like 50-50. But we might change it, we might not. All right, before I go, did all of you watch my interview with Stefan Molyneux yesterday? Did all of you watch my interview with Stefan Molyneux? I talked with Stefan Molyneux about a lot of cool things. And so I want to know if all of you has watched Stefan Molyneux. I'll retweet that to the top of my timeline. But yeah, we want everybody to watch the Stefan Molyneux. So I retweeted it, okay? So, Stefan Molyneux, great conversation we had yesterday. Everybody watch that on YouTube. All right, we'll talk more about the hashtags. Today, I'm going to a party, and we might have... Oh, Breitbart just did an interview with Juanita Broaddrick. Whoa, okay, hold on. We might have an emergency meeting. Okay, we're going to have an emergency Periscope. Okay. I'm going to end this one. I'm going to end this Periscope. and then I'm going to come right back on. So we're about to have an emergency Periscope. Are you ready for it? Okay.